Oh crap, wrong way. Great way to start off a Let's Play, huh guys? So hey guys, NitsuaGamer here for part 6 of Super Mario Star Road. So, in the last part, in part 5, we collected 4 stars from this current course, Piranha Plant Pond. Now right now, I'm kinda wasting time, because what I have to do is find the blue bomb mob, but of course when I was doing this, when I was recording this, I had no idea where the heck the blue bomb mob is. Nitsa, what the heck are you doing? Cut to the chase already. Stop explaining that you need the metal cap to get up there. I've already said that in my post-commentary. So anyways, I do make progress as I continue on ahead, but I'm still in like the opposite direction of where he is. Actually, he's pretty close, but I can't get to him from where I am. Go down the warp pipe, because that's where you need to go. No! You idiot! No! That's because I know where it is. Yeah, so I've kind of gotten used to going in the Mario point of view rather than the Lackey 2 point of view, because the Lackey 2 point of view sucks. Especially for this course. And yes, just like the last one, like with the last one I was doing montages, with this one I do cut out moments of either fail or wasted moments, and I'm having troubles getting up on land. I mean, getting up on land is such a pain in the ass in this level. I mean, that's why I entitled my last video Bad Slopes. But hey, you cannot make a perfect tack. And besides, this level is pretty awesome. Not really, it's a boring one. Alright, so now I'm actually heading more into a direction. No, you're supposed to dive into it, Nitsa. Don't be an idiot. Okay, so I'm supposed to go up there, which is where the blue bomb mob is. Of course, I've never been up there before, so yeah. There you go. Now, all you have to do is just do the triple jump and get up there. And hopefully not fail. And I failed, and yeah, I can see the blue bomb mob off in the distance, so I knew it was up there. So I do cut it out to the point where I do get up there. And this is my second attempt during this episode. Third attempt technically, but second attempt for this episode. And I managed to make it up here. And of course, talking to people in this game is such a pain. Hi, I prepared the cannon for you! Okay, that was an old mimicky quote that I did in Super Mario 64. And apparently, opening the cannon lost its sound effect. Ready for a blast off, and apparently I just wanted to get this level done and over with, probably because of the frustration I had to go through for this course. Alright. Ugh. Yeah, I just recently got myself a latte from Waves Coffee House. It's actually a Canadian coffee place. I'm actually kind of new to it. This is my second time actually going to the place. I would get Tim Hortons coffee, but Tim Hortons is just too far away. Waves Coffee is pretty close. In fact, it's closer than my local 7-Eleven. I don't normally drink coffee. I'm just having it because I was tired as hell. So I managed to get it, and right now my latte is kind of cold. Well, not cold, it's still warm, but it's not hot, so it doesn't taste as good. I'm not the fan of coffee, and I don't have it regularly, but I'm just having it just so I can get the caffeine and whatever. So that way I'm energized enough for myself to actually give you guys this LP. Because if I'm kind of like, okay, I go in the cannon, and then I do it again while hopefully not failing, you know, I want to avoid doing that. Nitsa, what are you doing? Stop wasting time by going to the left. I mean, are you trying to see if you can get the first star or something? Okay, so here's my second attempt. And of course I get the alignment wrong. And as you can see by the little pillars, or not the pillars, the platforms that are sticking out on the left side of the church, or the church tower, whatever it is. Well, in the game it calls it a tower, but I'll call it a church tower even though there is no bell. And then of course I go too low. So yeah, I have to use those platforms to get up there. But of course you're probably wondering, how the heck are we supposed to be able to stop up there once we shoot ourselves up there? Well, you'll see. And yeah, I think the majority of the part pretty much is covered by this. Okay, I think I succeed in this shot, but I fail at some point. So yeah, the second platform basically blocks you from falling further. Now this is the really hard part, especially with keyboarding. So for those of you who are playing this game by keyboard, you are not going to have fun with this at all. Think of this like the successor Master Quest version of Super Mario 64. Because you gotta wall jump off the wall and get to the third platform, and it is hard. Even with a controller, it's hard. But doing this on keyboard, where you can only move in like 8 directions and the camera's a bitch to you, it's gonna be very difficult. Especially with this game when it comes to bouncing off walls. I mean, it was easier in the Super Mario 64 and the Galaxy games. Heck, even the new Super Mario Brothers games, or even the Super Mario 64 DS, because, well, you actually slide off the wall and then you have an opportunity to bounce off of it, whereas in this game you have to bounce off at the right time or otherwise you don't get it. So yeah, right there I fail, so I do cut it out right about now. Now, I'm pretty sure I do get up there on this shot. Now, of course, considering how far the cannon can get me to here, my main question is how the heck am I supposed to get the second star that's way above the tower? So yeah, there's a little door right there, which I can presume is like some sort of attic door to the bell that's not here for the church, but of course there's nothing inside the church. Now, of course, this is the point where I'm wondering, how the heck do I get the second star that's up there? If only we had Flood to use the rocket nozzle, right? Yeah, so anyway, this is the last star for this course and session, or for the session at least, not the last star for this course. I still have like 2 more to go, I believe. Episode 5, which is the middle cap switch, or the middle cap, not the middle cap switch, where I need the middle cap in order to, yeah, okay, underwater metal dash. So that's pretty much the floating island that's above the pond. And I cannot do that until I get the middle cap, and I presume the 6th one is the one that is above the tower. But to get to there is... I don't know. I don't know how to get to there. But I'll find out later when I do it in the next session, after I get the middle cap. So, what does this mean? I paused for some odd reason, so I don't know. Probably checking the time? I don't know. But anyway, I carry on while failing to Gloomy Garden, Big Boo's tower. Now, of course, since this is a blind Let's Play, I don't know where Big Boo is at all. As I said, I've always wanted to actually do a blind LP of Super Mario 64, but the thing is, I know the whole thing by heart, so how can I do a blind Let's Play of that? But this is like the best excuse. And I fail there. What the heck was I supposed to do anyway? Ground pound to my death? Well, apparently so. Unless, of course, I meant to dive, but the dive button is the Z button. But then again, where my B button and Z button are placed are close to where, are close to each other, because my B button is set on alternate option, which is just below my Z button on my keyboard. But hopefully, once I do play, the next session on my Xbox controller, then it should make a life easier. The only downside is that when I was playing, like, Ocarina of Time during school at lunchtime, which I get the opportunity to because I go in a support room to eat and do whatever, the one problem is screensavers. Yeah. Okay, so if I go straight, I'd be heading over to the Big Boo, but since this is a blind Let's Play, of course my instinct tells me to go right. So yeah, I'm heading in the wrong direction, which means I'll be getting another star. Alright. So, Mario, with his instincts, is going to say, I'm going to kill this Boo rather than keeping him alive, because Mario is such a cruel person. You mean old Batman? Come on. You have to be nice to the supernatural sometimes. Okay, so seeing that the star is up there, and honestly this is not Big Boo's tower, I was like, you know what, screw it, I'm just gonna go up here anyways, and then just get whatever star or whatever episode this is done and over with. And of course I'm like, okay, I'm gonna fail at this point, so that means I can restart and find Big Boo. But fortunately, I do succeed getting up here. Okay, so I'm past halfway of post-commentating this session. So this is just like part 5 where I'm post-commentating, and part 5 I actually co-commentated like 4 hours ago, and I've already uploaded part 5. So for part 6, I'm going through this, and part 7 is going to be the final part of this session. Yes! Which means after I'm done post-commentating this session, exporting it, then I can upload this part, and then finally post-commentate part 7, and then I'm done with this session. So all the troubles with having to script old commentary and stuff is now a recycled idea. Okay, so I fail once. I think I fail at least 2 times and get it on my 3rd. So yeah, getting this star you can't get if you're standing on the floor, so you have to actually climb up these walls in order to actually get it. Yeah, fact of the day, it's actually my first time actually trying a latte. I don't know too much of a difference between a cappuccino and a latte, but as much as I know, a latte is more creamier, I guess. From what I can tell, I like the latte better. Not to mention the latte is cheaper than the cappuccino. Okay, so I get it on this shot, which is my 3rd shot. So don't worry, I didn't cut out a fail. Yeah. So after diving into the star, I proceed on. Alright. So this is the last star that I'll be getting during this part. And then I get, like, 1 more, I believe, in the next part, and then that's it for the session. So, throughout the rest of this part, I won't be progressing. However, you will be seeing something that you've never seen before. Of course, you see lots of those, known as failing. And yeah. So 3 more deaths equals heaven for Mario. Now, of course, in the previous, or not in the previous, in Super Mario 64, if you get a game over, this is what happens. When you start off at the press start screen where Mario pops out, or his head pops out and goes, game over, and then, fail. And then that's when you see the signs game over in red in the background, and then it goes back to the press start menu as if you were just starting the game. So what is it like in this game since there is no press start menu? And why am I pausing again? I guess that was just me actually seeing how long I've recorded for. But only if you had stopped sooner, Nitsa. So yeah, at the end of this part, you'll find out what happens when I get a game over. So yes, I do die twice. And those platforms on the side seem to be the only way to actually go up, which I haven't succeeded in doing. I tried to do it in the next part, but I fail and die. So I'm carrying on with Big Boo's tower. And Big Boo is on the other side. He's not at this current castle or at the end of the 2 towers that are on the side. He's further ahead. And it was better if I went the other way, because going this way will lead me to death, basically. And if you see the pipe down there where the cage is, that's where I presume where the vanishing cap is. But of course, I haven't figured out how the hell to get down there yet, because there is no opening on the other side as seen in the next part. And we get another interesting cameo. Remember in the courtyard at the well, we get this, but instead it's on a tombstone that looks like a tombstone from the Legend of Zelda graveyard. The Ocarina of Time graveyard, that is. So L is real, 2401. So what the heck does that mean? Does that mean Luigi is inside Super Mario Star Road? Okay kids, you know what that means. That means it's time to waste your lives and try to search in this whole entire area in the tombstone just to find Luigi so you can play as him. Yeah. Okay, for some reason my commentary just cut out for some reason at this point, so... Yeah, for some reason there was a problem with my voiceover thing on iMovie, so I actually did voiceover this entire thing, but for some reason it cut it out at that point, so... Anyway, moving on. So, as I said, I should probably move that tombstone next time, since it has a reference to the Ocarina of Time. But anyways, I try to make this jump and fail. Now the question is, what happens when you get a game over? Holy crap! Are we in heaven? Is this heaven? Okay, black skies, boost, so no, I guess this is purgatory. Or a limbo. Because if you look around, there's mushrooms and a pipe, but judging by the fact that Mario is walking alongside the road, this is a limbo, because usually when a limbo is described as a pathway, like how Dean Winchester in the Heaven episode, his limbo was pretty much a road, because he drives along the road with his Impala, or in Harry Potter, where his limbo was King's Cross Station. Yeah, so there's no water down here, and there's an invisible wall that blocks you from going to either side of your limbo. So yeah, this is quite an interesting game over sequence, because I'm literally playing through this right now. Because in the original, you go to the start screen where Mario says game over, but since there is no press start screen, instead you end up in this limbo. So what does this mean? Well, we get to explore around Mario's limbo, and then drop down this hole, which doesn't lead me to hell, but leads me to the titles, and back to file select. So there we go, guys. That was part 6, the penultimate part for this session, so I'll see you guys in part 7. Goodbye.